board.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People get ready, there's a train to Jordan. It's picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and boredom. There's enough for us all, because we all are alone. People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.
Oh my God, that was great. Jeremy, I didn't know you had it in you.
Who knew that falsetto was hanging with you?
Good for you.
Thanks, guys.
There's a train a coming. Look at this train right here. It looks like the front row of the train. Give it up for some else. Uh-oh. Just so you'll know, if you're new here, we don't do heckling. Just so you know. No heckling. Hey, I'm wrong about that.
Welcome, everyone.
How are you?
First things first, we want to thank Reverend Diane for last week.
And everybody,
yay.
yeah.
And for the whole team that came together to make sure it happened while we were gone. And just so you know, we slept the whole time we were gone. We're still wide awake right now.
For the new people, we were at the cottages in Waimea, and we never got to the canyon because we never got out of the bed. Well, anyway, that's a whole nother service.
Okay, so so we wanted to make one announcement and one big thank you.
Yeah, last week was Rita's birthday. Give it up for Rita's birthday. And so we had this idea, our refrigerator after 5 years went boom, and so we needed a new one. And so we said, well, we'll get a new one. So we did, but then we thought, wouldn't it be fun if we put it out there on that good old Facebook and did like a GoFundMe thing for Rita's birthday? And we did, and we now bought our refrigerator without it having to come out of the general fund. So give it up for these people.
Give it up for, and it was a real global event.
Yeah, very.
Give it up for Reverend Michelle and Ronald LeMay from Florida. Sherry and Tom Teal from California.
Who's watching right now.
Beth Levin from right here in Kauai. Kamala Knutson from Kauai. Emma Landecker from Kauai. Dana Craig Bayer from California. Eric Williams and Judith Jordan from California.
Palm Desert.
Timmery McDonald from right here on Kauai. Woo-hoo! Reverend Lori Savage and her husband Don Savage from California.
Palm Springs.
Yes. Diane Tilley from Canada, Mary Hiley from Washington.
Look at this global community.
Kimberly Seaford from New Hampshire, Greg and Laura Stewart from Oregon, Shara Banbury from California, Reverend Sue Crane from Oahu, Joselito Laudencia from California, Betsy Edelman from Pennsylvania, and Hannah Blaisdell from California, and Tammy Sweeney from Oahu.
And they're all in our refrigerator right now. Yeah, give it up, give it up.
All right, we just wanted to say that thank you.
We just wanted
and
to
we thank
definitely.
everyone for supporting CSL Kauai. It is an ongoing thing, and we're just totally grateful. So with that said, let's just breathe into this moment and let us take a moment for peace. We are definitely needing to reveal peace right now in this world, taking into account all the occurrences of the past week and the continued violence against each other. What is that about? So The time is coming, though, when we accept everybody exactly as they are, no matter what. We are all one. We are all this perfect divine presence of God. So let's just go within and know peace for all. Peace for all, starting from within ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's take a moment. And so it is.
So it is. And while we're in this space, I just want to remind us of all that it does start with us, this thing called peace, and that we say oneness a lot, unity a lot. We say these words a lot, and I'm just inviting us all to get beyond the words and get to the feeling of it, the heart of it, and actually walk these words of peace and unity. Yeah. So you know, they may not know who you are.
No, I know. I'm Rev Rita.
I'm Reverend
That's
Patrick.
Patrick. And you are in a Science of Mind New Thought Center and talking about oneness and unity. What we believe is there is only one power, and unity expresses itself as multiplicity, and that would be all of us and all of creation, from the trees to the birds to the insects to us. It's all one thing expressing itself in all these magnificent different ways. And that essence, that power, that infinity, that just unlimited potential that resides within each of us, we get to use it with the power of our minds and our thoughts, consciousness, basically. And expanding our consciousness is what we're here for, to expand our consciousness and to live our lives from that highest place and then watch it like unfold as our lives. So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai.
That's what we do. It's done unto you as you believe. That's the good and bad news of our philosophy. Anyway, once again, this is Rev Rita, Reverend Patrick here. Hello, everyone online. I have something that has to be said. There are some new people in this room, but they're not really new, because if we're all one, that means we've all met before in some capacity. But if you are new, and there's some people online that are new, just so you'll know, everything that happens here at Centers for Spiritual Living Kauai does not stay here. Because we have this camera that lets it all in. So who is here for the first time? Not that I wouldn't recognize you with your shells, but if you are, just raise your hand for a second. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, they look so scared.
No,
Oh,
they're
don't
not
be
scared. No. There's a dance routine starting with you. No, starting a dance routine. Okay, here's the great news. You're with the group. Look at you, even got your own little name when you came in. Must have made you feel pretty special. Well, I'll tell you what happened is we found some stuff out about you, and we're going to share it with everybody. Are you ready? No, thanks. We're ready for it now. Okay, she's ready. All right, and for all of you, they're online too. Okay, ready? You are magnificent. And you look relieved that that's what you thought, what did they really know? What did they say? What did Tom say? All right, but you thought that was enough? It's not. We're going to tell you how we found that out about you. Because we looked deep into ourselves and we found out we were magnificent. So when we looked at you, it was like a mirror. We went, you're magnificent, I'm magnificent. People online are magnificent. I see them out there. Put your hand on your heart if you dare and just say it. Claim who we are right now. I am magnificent. And don't leave the people out on there. Let's tell them who they are. You are magnificent. Now don't just sit there with saying nothing. Just look to somebody. Let them know who they are. You're magnificent. You're magnificent. Woohoo! Magnificent. Let me see. Magnificent. Jack. Double magnificence. And yeah. Oh, let's put some music to that magnificence, shall we?
Yeah.
Woo!
Jeremy and Amy Brown. Jeremy
You
and
are
Amy
magnificent.
Brown. Come out. You're praying in.
Ua mau mai ke pono, mai ka makualani mai, ke hui nei mako, I kona loko mai kai, I kona loko mai kai. Ua mau mai ke pono, mai ka makualani mai, ke hui nei mako, I kona loko mai kai, I kona loko mai kai. Hosanna I ake akua, mauna lani kie, Kaua'i hoana mai, I Coca-Cola, I Coca-Cola.
Here and right now, I would love to channel someone who is Hawaiian so I could do this prayer in Hawaiian. But for now, I'll just be reminded of what's really going on here. And that is love. That is the power. That is the essence of everything, seen and unseen. With my eyes wide open, I see you. I see me. I see all of us. I see us. I more than see, I feel us in this celebration. The celebration of absolute truth. That love is moving through each and every one of us right here, right now, with this beautiful dance, this beautiful island, this beautiful planet. Oh, I feel the goosebumps, God bumps running all through me right here and right now. We have an opportunity to come together to do one thing, and that's to remember who and what we are. And that is the power of all powers. The seen and unseen is who and what we are. And I am filled with gratitude as this beautiful music just rocks us, allows us to just marinate in spirit, as it were. So with that, I just say thank you. Let this celebration begin. Let the celebration continue. As together we say, and so it is.
Ke hui mai mako, makua me ke iki, lo kahi puka manao, I ho'okahi pu'uai, I ho'okahi pu'uai. Hosanna I ake akua, mauna lani kie, Kaua'i hoana mai, I Coca-Cola, I Coca-Cola. Hosanna I ake akua, mauna lani kie, Kaua'i hoana mai, I Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, y Coca-Cola. Hello.
Thank you. That was
Yeah.
so beautiful. Oh my God, more than beautiful. So, to continue in this beautiful energy, let's invite up Reverend Walt Weiss, who will lead us in our meditation and spiritual mind treatment.
Good morning. A joy to be here. I have a quote that I want to share with you. It's actually the essence of it's already been shared, but it's from Janice Trackman, and it is, everything is within your power, and your power is within you. Everything is within your power, and your power is within you. I invite you now to take those words into contemplation. Everything is within your power, and your power is within you. We'll now do our spiritual mind treatment, so I invite you to settle in and join your thoughts with mine. In this moment and in this place, I know that there is only one power, one presence, one spirit, one mind in the world. As Ernest Holmes tells us, there is a power in the universe, and we get to use it. That power is perfect love, perfect peace, perfect joy, and it is good. It is that same power that spins the planets, that created the equinox that we celebrated. It is that same power that created the uniqueness of each of the flowers up here in front today. And it is that power that created me. And it is good and perfect. And that power is mine to use, even though I may not totally understand it. Just like electricity, I turn on the switch and enjoy the benefits of the light and the energy that comes, almost doing it by faith. And yes, I claim the power of God today as my own. And what I know for myself, I know for each person gathered here in this room and within the sound of my voice, that the power of God is mine to use for good in this world. Knowing this, that the Spirit of God expresses in, through, and as me, I enjoy all the benefits of that. And I share that power with the world. I know that I am the place where the power of God expresses in abundance, in providing all of my needs, my desires, just when I need it. I am the place where the power of God, that is health, expresses in my body, in every cell of my body, in every organ of my body, as wholeness and perfection. I am the place where the power of God, that is love, expresses in wonderful, meaningful relationships with the people I meet, those that I encounter for just a moment, and those who are a part of my life to the very end. And I am the place where that creative power of God is expressed in perfection, in the things that I do, in the talents that I share, in my personality that I express. It is all the power of God. It is the power of good. And all this power is mine to use, and it is done unto me as I believe. And so, knowing this, my heart is filled with joy. But not only joy, it is filled with expectation that all of this not only will be, it has already been done in the mind of God. And if you believe this with me, join me in saying, and so it is.
I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment.
Please join us.
I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each
it's beautiful. I keep saying it, but it's true. I will be gentle with myself. How important is that? You know, sometimes we just are so rough with ourselves. Yeah, we need to be gentle with ourselves. And as we approach this teaching, and for some of us, a new way of thinking, we have to be gentle with ourselves because some of us come from many years of thinking another way. And what I'm knowing is that for just a moment, as I'm speaking today, that we could just maybe put all those things that we learned aside and start new in this moment. And then if we want to pick them back up when we go out the door, we can pick them back up. That's the beauty of life. We can start all over, we can pick them back up. So today is about being ready. Are you ready? Somebody asked me what the talk title was, friend on the mainland yesterday, and I said, are you ready? And she went, okay. I said, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Because I really don't know what it's going to be about yet. But anyway, are you ready? So I found this beautiful quote. Is anyone familiar with the author John O'Donoghue? Beautiful, Irish writer. It's just gorgeous. And he says, when a well awakens in the mind, new possibilities begin to flow. And you find within yourself a depth and excitement that you never knew you had. Have you ever felt like a well in your mind just open up and it feels new? I felt that way this week. Maybe it was because I got some rest, but that oh my God, I just felt like I dropped into a new place, in a place where I felt a lot of energy and a lot of this is new. I'm ready to expand now. So when a well awakens in the mind, new possibilities begin to flow, and you find within yourself a depth and excitement that you never knew you had. And this art of awakening is suggested by another Irish writer, James Stephens, who said, the only barrier is our readiness. The only barrier is our readiness. Are we ready when this well within us opens up and says there's more for our life? Are we ready? Well, he says the only barrier is that readiness. And then John O'Donoghue goes on to say, we often remain exiles, left outside the rich world of the soul simply because we are not ready. So we stand outside our soul, not ready to accept and to be all that we are. Maybe we don't believe it's possible. Maybe we have so many preconceived notions of what we are or what the world is that we just don't see it. Have you ever walked past something and somebody else said, did you see that thing there? And you go, what thing? Maybe it was a beautiful bush or a flower or something or a rainbow on Kauai. No, I didn't see it. Well, it was standing right in front of us and we didn't see it. And our true selves are standing right in front of us, but we have to be ready to see them. So he says, our task is to refine our hearts and mind. There is so much blessing and beauty near us that is destined for us, and yet it cannot enter our lives because we are not ready to receive it. We are not ready to receive it. Ernest Holmes has a quote like that. He says that the universe is open and ready to give us all its gifts, so eloquently stated in your treatment, Walt. This power within us, the universe is living within us, ready to shower us with its gifts. But we must take them, says Ernest Holmes, and the taking is mental. The taking is mental. It's not about going out and grabbing things. It's about acceptance. And how do we get to that point? Well, for me, I have to feel worthy. I have to feel like I deserve it. I have to believe that it's possible. I have to step out of what's actually happening in my life, if it's not something that is pleasing to me. I have to step out of that and turn away from it and turn within, turn to the possibility that there's something different for me, that there's something greater for me. And then I have to allow myself to receive it. And I know for many, many times in my life, when I was younger and on the trail of trying to figure out who I was, and I would go from job to job to job to job to job to job to job. thinking that I wasn't satisfied. And then I would find myself in the same job again. I'd leave that job and find another job, and I'd find that I wasn't, because I wasn't ready to step in to what I was really ready for. I wasn't ready to step in to the true me, to the me that was trusting, to the me that was ready to leap off into this abyss sometimes, that where I had to have the faith enough to know that I had everything within me to allow these things to be possible for me. So I'm not in that place anymore. I basically get it now. Maybe it's 8 years of running this center, but I totally get it. But the things I struggle with still is the expansion. I don't struggle with it, but I'm still allowing myself to open my mind to the bigger, to open my mind. I pretty much know that if I put an intention out, it will happen. It will happen, because I understand how powerful my mind is. And now, why would I not be able to expand to something bigger is because I have to become bigger. It's called a mental equivalent. We get exactly what we are mentally equal to, because the only place to start is right where we are. And we have to be willing to let go, like I said before, but to let go of anything that could be standing in our way. I see people, like we're doing Flying Solo right now. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. These people are going through these transitions, but what's happening is they're willing to let go of the self that they thought they were and step into this new idea of themselves, and to let go and to see things from a different, because one of the things they have to do in Flying Solo is they have to pick something and get a perspective on it so they can inspire us. And when you're in the middle of the muck and the mire, you can't get any kind of perspective. We call it like jumping into the abyss, and you're like this, and everybody's like, I really feel sorry for that person. They're down in the, I can't help them, but they're down in the muck and the mire, and they can't get a perspective. So we have to get a perspective, being willing to get a perspective, to step out of our troubles, whatever they are, get a perspective on it, and remember who we are. And for me, that's one of the ways I can be ready. And, I was thinking it's our year anniversary, not our year, it's our 8-year anniversary when Patrick got off the plane to come here. And that was 8 years ago, actually on March 19th. And isn't it ironic that it was a year ago at this almost the exact same date that COVID-19 hit the island? And I was thinking of the metaphor of like when a farmer plants their crops and they know that those crops are going to grow and they're going to do whatever they need to do, but they trust the sun, they trust that when they plant that seed in the ground that it's going to grow. And then when something comes, like a storm or some horrible occurrence, and everything is wiped out, they still will go back and take care of it and do it again. And I was thinking about COVID-19, and when it hit last year and we had to close the doors, how we could have given up. But because we were ready, because we had this strong intention that couldn't be stirred, really. Not that we didn't have fear at the time or sit there and go, oh my God, what are we going to do now? But our intention for our life was stronger than that. So we were able to rebuild. And we all have that same opportunity of trusting when some things go wrong in our life. If we have an intention for our life, an intention of how we want to experience life, no matter what goes wrong, we're ready to meet that. Or wrong, I don't know that it's wrong, because I think challenges are asking us to step into a higher consciousness. They're challenging us because we've reached some kind of plateau, and we have a challenge so we have to lift our consciousness. And this last month was a challenging month for me. Not only did, we lost our beautiful pet, but I also got, this horrible infection happening in me, and it challenged me. It challenged me to step higher up in my consciousness to know who I was. And I remember toward the end, I was already, I was taking care of it in the medical world and taking my medicines and all of that stuff. And then I was still lingering. It was still lingering. One morning I woke up and I just said, I'm ready for this to be done. I'm not going to wake up every morning and take an aspirin because I have a headache from this thing, right? One morning I said, you know what? I've gone the gamut here. I've done my work in the medical, in the physical world universe, and now it's time for me to step in to who I am and to know who I am. And so I put the bottle away, so I'm not taking another one of those. And what happened? It went away. Yeah, because I was serious. Sometimes we're not serious. We like threaten the universe. We say, oh, you know, and we're not serious. We threaten it. But when we know that we know that we know, then nothing can deter us. Like this center, we knew that we knew that we knew, and we got off a plane and we did it. Didn't mean we didn't have challenges. We knew that we knew. We were ready in consciousness. So it's not about being ready with all the money in the world or all the, you know, friends that are going to support you and all of that. It's not about that. It's about, are you ready? Are you ready to stand alone and, if need be, and know enough of the truth that you're on your way. You're manifesting the life that you want. You're happy. You're joyful, and even when things get dark for some reason, you still know within yourself that there's something there that you can turn to, that is there for you, no matter who isn't there for you. That's there for you, and you know it. But you have to be ready to receive it. So we don't create this. We don't create our lives. We don't create the power that Reverend Walt was talking about. We direct it. We design it the way we want it to be designed for our lives. That's our birthright. That is us coming to earth and proving that spiritual thought force is greater than material existence. That's what we're here for, I believe. Otherwise, why would I be in this body? We can't experience all of this without this body. This body is it on this earth plane. It's a teaching tool. It is one of our teaching tools. And when I say this body, I mean anything that is in form, money, health, our, creative expression, all the four corners that we talk about, our relationships, all of that. We get to experience that here in a way that perhaps we wouldn't get to experience on another plane of existence. I don't know what we experience on the other plane of existence because I don't remember. I'm sure I did at one time, but I don't remember right now. So we are powerful, and there is a lot here for us. There is a lot. But if we're not ready to receive it, if we don't lift our mental equivalent to receive it and to see it, to even see it. Like when we do a spiritual mind treatment, we have to know that when we do that spiritual mind treatment, which is placing our word into the law of cause and effect, of moving the energy, we have to know that when we give that treatment, that it's done. Like Walt said, it's done. And now we gotta say, okay, when I walk from this, am I ready to see it? Am I ready to see it done? Am I ready to see things and look at them from a different perspective and to say, hey, that was an answer to my treatment, whatever it was, somebody saying something to us, a book we picked up, falling, tripping, or whatever, that it was an answer to my treatment, that there's something for me to know, and then we treat again, of course. So Ernest Holmes makes this a promise. I love this quote. It's one of my favorites. I used it on the first day of the 21 Days of Healing, which I'm doing on Facebook Live every morning, which is recorded, and I'm going to put the links on the e-blast. But we're studying a different healer every day. And the first day we did Ernest Holmes. And he says, this is what we can expect, okay, if we put our intention out and we're ready. Principle is absolute. Okay, that's this God is in everything law of cause and effect. It is absolute. And insofar as any individual can actually induce within consciousness upon principle a definite, concrete acceptance, not just an intention, an acceptance of his desire, it will manifest. Even though every thought on earth had to change to compel it, every thought on earth had to change to compel it. If it were a bit of information that was needed for the demonstration that only one person had on earth, that one person knew, and that person was in the center of Africa or wherever you want to put that person, the information would be produced. Because when we put that vibration out and we're ready to accept it and receive it, nothing can stop it. Nothing. It's almost like the path is laid out for you and you're just following it. You're just following it, and it just keeps opening up and opening up and opening up. That's how beautiful it is. So, yeah, what's standing in our way? So what do we have to do? We have to go within, and we have to say, I love myself. I'm gentle with myself, and I trust myself because that power and that presence of the divine moves through me. It moves through my mind. It lets me know what is mine to say and to do in every moment. It is working through me consistently. It is greater than my finite self, the self that is relegated to what's on the outside and trying to make decisions from there instead of pulling back in, lifting it up, and allowing it to move through us. So, to go back to the words of John O'Donohue, there is so much blessing and beauty near us that is destined for us, and yet it cannot enter our lives because we are not ready to receive it. So let's be ready to receive it. And let's not even say we're getting ready to receive it. Let's say, I am ready to receive it. Say it with me. I am ready to receive it. And that, whatever that is for you individually, open your mind, your arms wide every day and just say, I'm ready to receive it. Ready to receive it. And remember that when you say that, the universe is going to say yes. So you might have to step up pretty big to accept what that is, but you all have that capability, and we all do. Namaste. Woo. Whoa. Don't pull it like that. Just sent him right out of the room.
This is a song by Andriello, and it's called Just Let It Go. You've been through so much, so many ups and downs. You've given your love, but never liked the way it turned out. You closed off your heart, and you carried the weight like a million rocks on your shoulders. But you don't have to wait for an apology or for someone else to make amends. When you can remember that your healing is in your hands. Just let it go. Inch by inch, just let it go. And do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You set yourself free. You've been used, you've been abused. Someone came along who didn't value you. You carried the weight of your heart like a million rocks on your shoulders. But life isn't meant to be perfect, and we won't always win. But can you remember that your healing is in your hands? Just let it go. Inch by inch, just let it go. And do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You set yourself free. Just let it go. Gave it your all. You put your blinders on. You looked around. All of your friends were gone. You took the fall, and you carried the weight like a million rocks on your shoulders. Just let it go, inch by inch, just let it go. And do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You set yourself free, just let it go. You set yourself free, just let it go. You set yourself free, just let it go. Set yourself free, let it go. Just let it go.
Set yourself free.
Healing is in your hands.
And set yourself free.
Healing is in your hands.
Set yourself free.
Healing is in your hands.
Set yourself free.
Healing is in your hands. Now set yourself free.
Wow. Oh, it's always perfect, you guys. Yeah, you guys, I think that's not proper wording anymore. But you know what? It's my show. Kidding. Wow, just taking a look at all you people out there. Wow. If you could see what I see, it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I have a couple of the same metaphors using today, Miss Rita. That's new for us. But what I do want to say is it's spring. Are you ready for spring?
Yes.
Look at these beautiful, beautiful flowers. Kiana, just go like this because you look at this. Wow. And this is Emma in the middle. Well, that's Emma's flowers in the middle. Yeah, it's spring. Whew. And it's about time. Spring has sprung. I've got this great quote from, I guess she would call it a poem, but from Joyce Rupp. I do not know who she is, but this is just really spoke to me. It says, every year it happens. The earth shakes her sleepy head. Still a bit wintered and dull, and feels new life stirring. Yeah, we've all been there, yeah? Every year, cocoons give up their treasures. Fresh shoots push through brown leaves. Seemingly dead branches shine with green. And singing birds, they find their way home. And every year, the dull in us meets our springtime challenge to be open to the unexpected, to welcome God in every form, and trust in our own greening. Yeah. Really spoke to me. I don't like the word dull. If you know me well, you know dull is not a word I used ever to describe myself. And if I am, then I check it out. But here's what dull means. It's lacking interest, excitement, and brightness. That's what spring always makes me think about. This opportunity. I love this. Still a bit wintered. I feel a little wintered. Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. We've been, how do we say this, last year, man? I've been wintered. Wintered. I'm just going to keep saying wintered the whole rest of the hour and a half. Are you ready? Okay, we're talking. And that's why we have coffee here at CSL Kauai. Here's the deal. Rita was so right. There's 2 anniversaries. This spring thing has really made me think about, and I love that. The cocoons give up their treasures. That means the little cocoons say, I'm a butterfly now. Yeah. Check them out. Check them out. I was crawling on the floor, man. Now check them out. I'm flying above you now. Yes. So the anniversary was actually this week that I got on that Hawaiian Airlines, ready to go by myself. Rita kicked me out of the nest. She said, "You ain't working, then you need to get going and planting some seeds, farmer boy." Actually, she never said that, but boy, wouldn't that make a great movie, Farmer Boy? I've been called many things. I probably will never be called a farmer boy. Just an FYI on that. But here we go. I got off that plane, and it said, if somebody had said to me, "You ready?" Ha ha. No. That's why I was telling Rita, this whole ready thing is very dramatic, very movie-esque, right? "You ready?" "Ah, watch me go." And that's what I did before I got on the plane. "Yeah, don't worry about me." And then I got on the plane, nobody around. Where am I going? Well, I knew no one here. I mean, it's so funny to look out at Kaua'i now, because when I first came here, to be honest, I had my little sublet at the top of Kaua'i, and I had to rush to the store before it got dark, because when I came here it was so dark that I'm thinking, I don't know anybody, I don't know anywhere, it was just all the little boy inside of me just making up stuff. So no, I wasn't ready. I prepared. I was prepared. And then the angels came down before me. And they guided me somewhere to Kaua'i's. You guys don't even try to throw me, because I will never be thrown. 8 years, did we say 8 years? So here's the deal about that, though. I was not ready. You guys do this stuff on purpose. It never happens when Rita's up here. Oh, no, it does not. Okay, so here we go. Come back. So I'm here all by myself, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? And plant seeds, and the Patrick, and then at home there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Mama's like 94 and going, "Where are you going?" And it was all the drama, and Rita's holding down the fort, and I'm here going, "Are you ready?" But I knew I was ready on some level. I knew that it was the right thing to do, but I didn't feel ready. I felt alone. I felt like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And I knew there was a power that lived within me that would take care of that. But there was this thing in me that felt as though, I don't know, no one in here, because you guys are all so enlightened, but let me just tell you, I felt that need to struggle. The only way to really do this, Rocky style, is to struggle. And you don't have to struggle. I wish I had found that out then, but you don't have to struggle. It reminds me of the other day, we were on our way to the Waimea Cottages, and we stopped by the Olympic, and we had some breakfast, and this is so metaphorical. And there's like all of the water is out in the parking lot, if you've ever been there, and there's the ditches, and it's, can we make it through, and take the car, and you're slosh walking up, and then people are at the window going, "I've never seen the parking lot like this before." There's the waitress coming up, and she's in tennis shoes and squishing when she comes in and there's this struggle, and here's the, oh my God, inside. Guess what? All I had to do was park in front. The owner comes up, and everybody's at the windows, and the waitress, "I'm going to have these shoes all day long, and there's no tourist, and how can I not?" And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm getting in the car with Rita, and she's over there. I've got a boat getting over there to the, and I go, why didn't I park in front and walk up the stairs? And I said that to the owner. I said, why does everybody go in through the water like that? He goes, I do it too. And I said, and then we wonder why we're programmed, because, we're just so used to doing the same thing. And I'm thinking, how many other times in our life have we struggled when there wasn't a reason for it, when we had this incredible power working through us? So then the other one is COVID. When we came on the 15th, and I guess I missed the memo, and I got home, and my beautiful little email said, close your doors. I thought, oh, yesterday they wanted me to close it, not open it. So I'm like, we're going to be doing this, and everybody's like going, do you know that everything's closing now? CSL Kauai? I don't think so. That's impossible. But I learned something very valuable. I wasn't ready for that either. Were you? I mean, were you ready? But guess what? Maybe it's not about being ready. Maybe it's about knowing that no matter what Rita was saying, whatever shows up, we got it covered. We got a toolbox. Everybody loves that idea of the toolbox. I got my spiritual toolbox. If you know me, you'll know that toolbox is not a metaphor I use very, very often. But it's the same thing. Toolbox, toolbox. I look in these toolboxes, guys or ladies, whatever. I know you have a big toolbox. And but here's the deal. Do you really need all those tools? Huh? Because all I need is one thing. Hammer, screwdriver, and some duct tape. Don't ask. Here's the thing. A toolbox. We have spiritual tools. Someone said the other day, I have all these spiritual tools. I've been in this teaching for 30 years, and I still, I'm going through this, right? Little Katharine Hepburn here somewhere. And for you young people, it was just an actress a long time ago. But here's the deal. A toolbox. A toolbox. I'm sitting there thinking, the toolbox is no good if you leave it in the garage. It's just no good. We got to, all these tools, you look up and you go, wow, all these tools. And everyone says to me, can we get spiritual tools? Especially for the loving yourself, because I'm the inner child king and love yourself king. And I'm not afraid to admit it. And they say, do you have some tools to love yourself? Okay. It might start out too with, I love myself, treat myself gentle. There's lists that we can give. But what it comes down to is Patrick's 5 Ds for manifestation. Well, just don't sit there. Get a piece of paper and a pen. This is oh my gosh, you crazy. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding about the 5 Ds. And this came to me on the Kaua'i path, just so you'll know, when I was running. I said, oh, for sunshine, I can run now. Number 1, this is for manifestation. Y'all like to manifest? Y'all want your tools? Y'all want your steps? Here we go. Farmer Patrick. No. D, decide. Very important. But guess what? Deciding's not enough. Number 2, you make a definite decision. I have made lots of decisions in my life, my friend, but that's just the start. I have to make a definite decision, which means what? That means I'm not taking no for an answer. If it's about healing, like what Rita was talking about, yeah, it may be hard, I may be sick, I may be doing all of that, but I make a definite decision. No more. I did it with sciatica when I had it. I did all that stuff, and everybody said, well, you're just getting older. You're just getting older, Farmer Patrick. But I was going, thank you. And chiropractic school, what chiropractic school did you go to let me know how I am going to be old, and I just have to face that. And I had it bad, this kind that really did look like, and I got out on that Kaua'i path, and I walked to the wonderful lifeguard station. That was as far as I could get. And I said, I'm done with it. I'm done with people saying I'm old. I'm done. And I went back out there and I started running a little bit at a time, walking a little bit, and ran the marathon the next year. So what do I want to say? Aren't I wonderful? No. It's a perfect thing because sciatica is something that a lot of people have worked with. And I had to make a definite, not a decision, a definite one. I'm done. Oh, another D, but that's not here. D, definite, done. Gosh, we have D. And here's the other one. As Joe Dispenza says, We design, we do not create. What would we create when it's already created in the mind of good, in the mind of what would we possibly create? You don't create a relationship, it's already there. You don't create cash and go, okay, cash, come here. No, cash is already flowing. It's already the number. We design it. We do not create, we design. And that means that's the fun part. When you go, I'm going to design this. Yeah, that's going to look really good. Oh, look at me well. Look at me wealthy. Look at me filled with great relationships. Look at me filled with God, good, call it whatever you want. That was number 3. And then you go on a little D, discovery. Then you get to discover. When you're designing, you're going, why do we sit here and think, I've designed this, and I put this, that you can't take it back out once you put it in. Maybe the color looks better over here. Or maybe you want to take your whole canvas and just throw it out. That's how powerful we are. We have the opportunity to design anything we want. And it sounds so Pollyanna, but I'll take that day anytime compared to what if it doesn't work out? This is never going to work out. This isn't there. And put every single obstacle in front of me. I can't heal because of this. I can't heal because of this. And I am not being insensitive to anybody who's thinking, well, people are, yes, they're sick. And when I go with them, guess what I get to do? I get to see them whole and complete. And that's where you want me. Anybody in this room, I bet, if you call me over to your house, you better have some Farmer John sausage. No, if I go over to your house, you better believe that you want me sitting down going, I see you. Yeah, but I'm sick. Yeah. I see beyond that. I see who you are. I see who you are. But we have to be able to look in the mirror and see that for ourselves. We have to be able to look in the mirror. Because sometimes someone said, it's so easy for me to treat for you, to pray for you. But when it comes to myself, I don't know about that, man. That's going down a road that is going to, lead to something. Where were we? We're discovering. That means you're discovering the more of you. The more of you. You think this is it? Oh my God, inside. What would happen? We don't believe in the outside God, just in case you guys were wondering about that. And then 5 is Miss Rita's. Directed. You get to direct this energy, this power that we are. We get to direct it. We're the director, the producer, the actor. We're all of it, all in one. I get a little excited about this, if you've noticed. We get to direct it. What do we get? We have to decide, what do I want? Oh, and then there's another D that just flopped on here too. Number 6 really needs to be number 1. You better deserve it. You better believe that you deserve it. And everyone says, well, yeah, I do. I really do. Really? Every once in a while, listen to how you talk to yourself. We talked about this, Tom, a couple weeks ago, about this worthiness and self and deserving. And people say, yeah, the egotistical narcissist, blah, blah, blah. He just thinks so much of himself. She thinks so much of herself. I'd look at her again. Because there's a great quote that I used for you, but you weren't there that particular next weekend. But here it goes. A bully or anyone else that's acting holier than thou, they had to act superior just to feel equal. Does that forgive it? And hear that. You say, yeah, I've got confidence. Yeah, you bet. Actually, I just don't want you to find out what I really think of me. And so our work starts here. It always does. Yeah. The 6 Ds. Decide, definitely decide, make a definite decision. A definite decision, I don't know about you, but they're not always the easiest to make, because that means when somebody comes up to you and the naysayers and the rain on your parade people, when you got a great idea, got a really good idea, I'd keep it to yourself just for a while, or your companions that really get you. Because the minute you do it, I got an idea. Moving to Kauai and start CSL Kauai. Ooh. When are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Did you know I went to an island one time and I failed? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you all about it so I can spare you. No, you're not. You're telling me so that I won't succeed, because then it's going to make you feel all bad. It's like going to a restaurant. You go to a restaurant and you go, oh, I've been there. And then you're on your way there. So then you sit down and all you can think about is, so everything that arrives, you're going, I wonder if this is the, and so, can we all say together? Yeah. Yes. Next time you get those people in front of you that are trying to save your life by you telling you not to do it, just look at them and go, Was that like my time is up? Oh my God. So here's the deal. Yes, this is enough of me. You talk about me for a while. Here we go. I was with someone the other day, and we were talking about sometimes you just get to a point, and this is all seriousness, that you just feel like I can't take it anymore. Have you ever been there? And just in different things in your life, right? Where you just go, I can't take it anymore. And that's really a good place, because you're out of the way now. Because you've been in there trying to fix it way too long. You've been in there fixing it, micromanaging it, and saying, oh, Spirit's all there is. Move through me, as me, and just move it right over here and right over there. Whoa, directing it means that's what I want. I can feel it, taste it, marinating in it. Now, let the power move through it and do that and move it. Go, I can't take it anymore. Well, here's some good news for you. You don't have to. There's a power that's so, you couldn't get up early enough in the morning to outdo this power that's working through you. That all it wants you to do is say, this is what I want. And then there's a law inside of you. The law of the whole entire universe is just waiting for you to tell it what you want to accomplish, desire. So a couple things you have to do in your toolbox. You got to love yourself. There's no way around it. No way around it. That's my toolbox. No way around it. You got to know you deserve it. No way around it. You got to love. Love yourself like you have never loved before. I talk about it a lot. Let's fall in love with ourselves. That wonderful feeling that we can't wait to have with someone. I could never have fallen in love with Rita without falling in love with myself. Absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible. So there you go. Ready or not, here we are. Remember that? Hide and seek. Yeah. Ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, here I am. That's who you are. Are you ready? Yeah, and it's okay. If you're not, you got an entire, only one thing happening, and that's Spirit running through you that you can depend on, that power, call it whatever you want. It doesn't need a name. What would you need a name for? That's the all that is all, and that is who you are. Namaste.
Nice job, honey. What are you staring at me like that for? Well, I know that, but.
Well, no, I just was looking at you. Oh, here it is. This is what I usually do. I usually go, like I'm done, but then I have to walk. So today I just decided to just be here.
All right, good. That was great.
Did I mention that I love her? Did I mention that?
And I didn't ding you. That was not me dinging you.
That's fine.
That
That
was
was
an
fine.
accident. It was the universe dinging you.
Phone,
Okay. Right. Anyway,
phones going off,
Yeah, I
dinging
know.
over here. Eh.
so this is our beautiful time of sacred giving and practicing the law of circulation, and we thank you in advance for all the beautiful donations that come into Center for Spiritual Living Kauai and allow it to flourish and grow and thrive. So thank you in advance. Thank you to everyone online, and let's sing.
Welcome.
All right, Malama team, come around.
It's a new little ditty for this one.
That's
Okay,
right.
Do what you love. Be part of the solution. Do what you love. Be part of the solution. And you will be supported. Your truth will come to you.
Charles of all his books.
And you will be supported.
This is his dance move that he did. This is the time where you
That
dance.
truth will come to you. Do what you love. Be part of the solution. Do what you love. Be part of the solution. And you will be supported.
Ah, nice.
Your truth will come to you. And you will be supported. Your truth will come to you.
I like it. Yay.
Little ditty from Jer.
Oh, you wrote that one.
Yes.
Yes. He's so brilliant. He just comes up with this stuff. All right, we're going to let Reverend Walt bless this.
Oh, we come to that part of what we call sacred giving, because giving is a spiritual act. We give not out of obligation, but out of our abundance. So I affirm blessings and gratitude on these gifts and on the givers, knowing that they go forth from this place, blessing our lives and Kauai and the world beyond. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you. Thank you, Sue Buckley. All right, so the children are not here yet. Are they coming? All right, well, why don't we let you come up first, Charles, then, and we'll do the kids after you. They'll just have to wait. Charles is going to give us our announcement. He looks like he's all prepared. Do you need me to hold it and be Vanna or anything? No. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Hey, what a wonderful speeches. Guys, give them another round of applause, please. Oh my gosh. Soul food. I am full right now. Goodness gracious. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, for our announcements, number one, 21 days of healings that the amazing goddess, Rev Rita, is doing on Facebook. Who in here are like the Facebook page for CSL Kauai? Well, that's not everybody, so we need everybody to be to like Facebook, or I'm sorry, CSL Kauai on Facebook, because the 21 Days of Healing has already began. It began last week on
recorded.
Wednesday, the 17th, and it's going on again next Wednesday.
No, every day.
Every single day.
21 days.
Got you in a row. So sorry about that. So it started last Wednesday. It's going on every single day, and it's at 6 a.m. It's a live, and it's a 15-minute video on Facebook Live, but it is recorded. So if you need to watch it later, you can watch it later as well. The meditation will include a snapshot of some of the greatest healers of all time, including Emma Curtis Hopkins, the teacher of teachers when it comes to Christian Science. And, of course, she, taught Ernest Holmes, who founded the Science of Mind. And also the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Joe Dispenza. We have their books back there in the library. Please go visit back there. Once again, every single day, 6 a.m. for the remainder of the 21 days. And then we have the 4 pillars of discovery. We are okay. We are such powerful beings. Who in here knows that we are such powerful beings? Please raise your hand.
I think we let
Good.
you know.
That is more participation right there. I love it. Okay. Now, if you have a hunger to tap into that power even more, and your ability to manifest and shape the universe and mold the level of the quantum field even more, then this class is for you. Like, real talk. This class is for you. Like, I love it so much. I love it so much. So we are going to be diving deep into the science of mind. It's based on the introduction of the science of mind, this book right here, and it goes over the thing, the introduction, which is the thing itself, the way it works, what it does, and how to use it. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, and this is for every single person. So whether you're a founding member like the Joneses or the Stovers, okay, or whether you got one of your Shell Lays on today, you guys can come in and take this class and learn even more about manifestation and the law of attraction and just the law of your being. It's a $70 investment into your spirit. Payments reserve your spot. It's March 24th, March 31st, April 7th, and April 14th. 6 p.m. to 7:30. Guys, please go ahead and you know, take that opportunity to learn more about the science of mind. And also, one second. My notes. Spiritual Cinema's coming up this Friday. That's what's up. This Friday, March 26th at 6 p.m., we're going to be watching Happy. That's right. Happy takes us on a journey, such a spiritual journey. It goes from the swamps of Louisiana all the way to the slums of Calcutta in search of the one thing or what really makes people
Happy.
You guys are amazing. All right. Once again, that's this Friday, 6 p.m. Reservations only through the website or emails. And ladies and gentlemen, let me get out of here. And now back to the reverends.
Thank you, Charles. That was great. You did a great
Charles
job.
is
Take these
Charles
back with
is
you.
anything but dull.
No, he's not dull. That's
Right,
why we
Charles?
asked him to do it. All right. The kids, are they here?
Best announcements ever.
No kids? All right. Well, we can't
You're
stand here waiting
kidding.
for them, so we're going to have to.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to get Ron some help because he's trying to do everything, and it's impossible for Ron to do everything. So, yeah, he needs some assistance, and we are going to work on that right after service today. So in case we can't really wait for the kids now, can we?
Yes, we
All right.
have to.
You want to
so.
give another talk?
No, I don't.
Do you have any questions? Stump the minister?
No. They'll be here. They should be
How about
here.
you quiz us on the 6 Ds?
The 6
Oh.
Ds.
What's the first D? Second. Third. Design. Very
Yay,
good.
Reverend Diane.
Fourth.
Discuss.
Every. 5. Direct. And then
took notes.
then deserve. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Deserving should probably go first, but who am I to do it? So, let me tell you about our children. Like I said, nothing ever stumps me. So, for the new people, this isn't, don't worry, we're not going to like stare at you or anything. Did you have a good time today? Yeah.
What are you going to say to him?
Well,
You
this
want
is
him to go home depressed, do you?
D. No, that's there's an awful lot of D's coming out here, and depressed is not one of them.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right, so what's going on with our children? Oh, all right.
So what we have is we
Ta-da.
have a children's program here, and Miss Janice is the one that runs this wonderful program. And today I believe she has another person, Emma. But you know what? Here's something that's happening. We have flying solo. In case you don't know about that, each person gets to invite 4 people or 5 people, right? So it's going to really fill this up. But we're also, if you want to make a reservation to see these 8 powerful, you can also watch them online. But it's
a private
But it's a
link.
private channel. We're not going to do live streaming, so you'll have to. And it's really a powerful,
guys. Come on.
powerful program.
All right, here they come.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not done.
Come
Anyway,
on. Come on up. All right.
Oh, look at this.
April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Yay.
We were just talking about all of you. Is that Beckham? Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All right. This is Miss Janice and her team.
Yes, my team, and it include Miss Emma today, which was awesome.
Come
And
up, Emma.
Thank
Emma, you
you,
can
Miss
come up.
Loya,
No.
stepping up. We had a great day exploring creativity and the fact that we are mighty creators, and I'll let the kids tell you about some of the fun stuff we did.
Oh.
You can tell about whatever you like.
We made stuff out of clay, and I made a snowman.
Oh, nice. Nice. Snowman. Perfect for
I
Kauai.
made a snow one kicking a ball.
Oh.
What did he make?
I made Yoda as a mermaid.
I
That's
love
called D for design.
it. Yeah.
D for
And
design.
discovery.
And discovery.
I made a Among Us character, but you probably don't know what that is.
A what?
It's a game thing.
Oh, a game thing.
It's like a space, like he's in
Yeah.
a spacesuit, and then you can decide what design. I meant D.
Oh!
Why don't we just
You
take
can
a break
D
and
a
then
hat,
continue?
and I made a leaf.
Oh.
Yay, Natalie.
That's great. What did
Very
you have for
nice.
snacks?
Ice cream.
Oh, yeah, he
Uh-huh.
manifested ice cream.
Did you finally manifest it? Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Where's
All right,
mine?
Are we ready to give them
Ready?
the blessing? You ready?
Ready? Okay.
You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. Woohoo! All right, everyone. Thank you.
And I
Miss
like your
Janice.
tie, man. His tie is
All right.
looking too sharp.
All right,
Okay.
so we're ready to sing ourselves out of here. Let's go for it. You ready? I'll make these. Who was the other Milan team?
Angela.
Here we are, sharing our hearts and our minds. We're lifting consciousness all the time. Here we are, sharing our hearts and our minds. We're lifting consciousness all the time. We're lifting consciousness all the time. Lifting consciousness on the road of creation. We're rocking good vibrations. Love is the solution to the earthly complications. Blessed with opportunity to strengthen the community. Open up and you will see we're consecrating unity. Here we are, sharing our hearts and our minds. We're lifting consciousness all the time. Here we are, sharing our hearts and our minds. We're lifting consciousness all the time. Lifting consciousness all the time. Lifting consciousness.
All right. I believe we have lifted consciousness for sure, and I am grateful for each and every one here coming here to enjoy this beautiful time together. And boy, I am lifted for sure. And I want to give gratitude for everyone who has served today to make this day possible. Maureen Murphy and Angela Phillips, Reverend Walt, Roseanne Jones, Peggy Giray, Sarah Giray. I always want to say Giray. Peggy Giray. Charles Woolfork, thank you. Rob Jones, Jonathan Lee, Ron Stover, Jeremy and Amy Brown, yes, and Janice Perez and Emma with the kids, and Kiana for her beautiful beautiful, amazing, stunning flowers. So I just give gratitude for all of us for this time together, knowing we take this energy out into our lives, out into the world, and share it and lift our consciousness even higher and lift the consciousness of this planet even higher just because of who and what we are. So with gratitude, I just release my word, I let it go, I let it be, and we affirm together, and so it is.
Together our culture's strong, songs of freedom keeping on, reflections of the light of dawn, songs of love, so sing along. The melodies come from the sky, coming through to I and I, show us how to live and why we got to keep vibrations high.
Here we are, sharing our hearts and our minds.
You know we're lifting consciousness all the time. Here we are, sharing our hearts and our minds. You know we're lifting consciousness all the time. You know we're lifting consciousness all the time. We're lifting consciousness all the time.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Aloha.